Is happiness just a bonus on parenting, or is it the foundation to what your child will become? In this conversation with Dr. Yehiel Harari, we explore a radical idea. What if happiness isn't an emotion, but a lens through which we see the world? According to Rabbi Shneur Zalman of Liadi, the founder of the Chabad movement, happiness is the ultimate measure of spiritual health and possibly the most important value you can place in the center of your home. Because what if raising happy children is not about smiling more, but about raising children who don't see themselves as victims, who know how to regulate their emotions, who feel deeply loved by us, who believe life is working for them and not against them, and who walk in the world with inner strength. This isn't about permissiveness, it's about the emotional atmosphere in your home. And that emotional atmosphere is what's going to shape who your child will become. For those who are new here, my name is Efrat Amira. I'm a mom of 3 boys, ages 4, 8, and 12. I'm a parenting coach, and I'm interested in integrating ideas from ancient wisdom into the way that we raise our children today. This is the 4th interview that I have with Dr. Yehiel Harari about concepts from Jewish psychology. You can find other interviews in the show notes below. Now let's dive into the conversation about happiness in our home. Okay, Yehiel, let's talk today about happiness. How is it
Happiness.
related to parenting? Like, why do we need to be happy when we are parenting our children?
I think happiness is the most important, serious, deep notion that you can explore in Judaism and at all, not only in Judaism, in every aspect of life. Doesn't matter which religions you are connected to. Happiness, it's so important because the test of any family, the lakmus test, the way that I can understand a family, if it's working in the right direction, if the children are having the supply that they need, the nutrition that they need, the spiritual and emotional nutrition that they need, the test for that is happiness. If the child is happy, and we should understand what is happiness. Happiness is not about smiling just. You can smile, but this is not the idea of happiness. Um, if a child is happy, if the family, that means that he got out from an happy family. And if he's happy, that means he's not feeling a victim. He does not feel that he should get something out of the world. He does not feel that he's not treated bad. He understands himself. He understands the situation. He knows how to handle his emotions. He's not in the middle. He wants to connect to others. Happiness, it's not a natural thing. There are a glimpse of happiness in life. Each one of us has a glimpse of happiness. You got a iPhone 17, new one, you'll give your child, he will be happy. But this is very short-term happiness. Long-term happiness is about unnatural way of understanding life. And it's one of, we said, the most important nutrition, the most important food, emotional food that the parents need to bring to the child. And when a child is happy, he will overcome any obstacle, any emotional obstacle. It will change his life. And in order to understand why, there are all kinds of values in life. There are those that embrace the value of competition, of succeeding in school, succeeding in life, making money. It doesn't matter. There are all kinds of values. If you don't take the value of happiness and put it in the head of the list, if it's not if it's not the most important thing in your house, your apartment, your life won't be happy, because then any other value will contradict it and will, okay, the kitchen is not clean enough, so how can I be happy? And the child is not receiving the grades that I wanted, how can I be happy? And he's fighting against his sibling, how can I be happy? And the child is in depression, how can I be happy? So if you don't understand happiness, and if you don't say, okay, the first thing that I want is that my house, my family will be happy. This is the most important thing. And it comes, it's extract, you find it where, if you don't understand that happiness in your life, it's the most important value, then you won't reach it. If you think other values are more important, like, I don't know, like making money, like having what you want, like having a clean house, and etc., etc. We have all kinds of things, like being a good person, like, happiness is more important than other values, than being a good person, than giving charity, than whatever you like, whatever you put in this list. Why? In order to answer why, we have to understand what is happiness, why it's so important, why it's so deep. Happiness, it's not an emotion. Happiness is my ability to see life not as a victim and to see life as opportunity. Is my ability to see life and to say, okay, I accept this reality. I love it. I embrace it, and I know that from here I can just grow further. And it's like it's a blend of optimism, of the right point of view, of knowing that you have what to influence on this reality. It's like knowing how to handle your emotion, not letting. You can understand happiness better through looking at the opposite of emotions, of happiness. The opposite of happiness is what? All kind of depression. Okay, I don't get what I need. The reality is not go in my direction. I wanted life to be in this trajectory, and they go in another trajectory. Or you can, or anxiety. I don't know what will happen. I'm sure bad things are gonna happen. I don't know how I will handle things. Or emptiness. No meaning. No meaning at all. So why should I be happy? Unless I'm eating or drinking, it's no real reason to be happy in this life unless something happened. So happiness means you accept yourself and accept your life and accept Monday morning. It's in Israel, it's Sunday morning, Monday morning, and says, okay, this Monday morning, I start the week, and I love what I'm doing. And I feel that I I have all the opportunities in my hand, and I have the energy, and I want to do, and I know I'm not concentrating myself. So it's a contemplation that helps you to handle your emotions and navigate through this contemplation life. Like you cannot understand the reality without some kind of lenses. So you must adopt lenses that will be the one that will help you understand things. And the lenses of happiness means reality is in favor of you, is not against you. And when you walk like that, happy from reality and not thinking, thinking of a child that his parents are about to divorce and they are struggling and fighting all day long. If he thinks that it's all against him, and maybe he's the blame because of they are fighting, and if he does not accept himself, and is feeling the fear of what will happen and the anxiety that thinks everything is breaking up, there's no chance to speak about happiness. Happiness will be only if you think, okay, even though bad things are happening, I know it's not against me. And I know we'll have a new opportunity and I will succeed without changing your perspective and adopting an happy lenses. You won't be able to help this child and this family because now the parents are fighting and it's like everything is collapsing. So I think one of the most important, according to the Alter Rabbi Shneur Zalman of Liadi, the founder of Chabad movement, according to him, the most important test for the person in his life is if he is happy. If he is not happy, that means he does not believe that this moment is being created especially for him. And he has all the opportunities in this minute. So it's very hard to be happy. Why? Because in every moment you have a reason why not to be happy. Okay, I didn't got what I need. Okay, they didn't pay to me. Okay, I didn't succeed in the social media. Okay, I don't I have reasons not to be happy every moment. Okay, my husband spoke to me like that. Okay, my mother, she is so narcissist. Okay, my father, she's scream about me. And when the child learns how to be happy, he knows everything, he understands everything. He's not a stone, but he knows how to overcome that. He know how not to let it, penetrate into him. And when he knows that, this ability changes life forever. Now is so strong from inside, so he can walk in the world and wins in his inner battles and change his life experience.
Yeah.
So that's why happiness is so important.
So happiness is a mindset, is the lens through which you see reality, basically. It's the ability to accept each moment as the reality as it is, and to trust that this reality is created especially for you, and that you have always a choice on how to look at the reality, and you can create your reality according to that choice, basically, if I'm understanding correctly.
When we speak about lenses, what does it mean? How do you create your lenses? Lenses goes through your mind, through your knowledge, and through your attachment to things. Those are your lenses. You choose how to think about things. You try to understand what is true and what is not. What is this really wants from me? Lenses, that means you don't there are lenses of the emotions. Those lenses usually get, as we spoke in last podcast, that they tend to overcome you and to tell you, oh, emotion, feel yourself. What do I get from this reality? And there are the lenses of the mind that shows you how to think, how to see, how to contemplate in the way that will make you stronger. So sorry for the interruption.
Yeah. Um, So I'm trying to understand how we can cultivate this in our children, because I think for adults it's maybe easier. It's not easy at all. But of course, the first thing is is to cultivate that in your life, right? Understand that point of view from your life and start to view the world from this perspective. That's the first step. And this is for a different show, right? I know
I'm
adult
not sure.
parents
I want to
needs to do
contradict
that.
you. I want to contradict you. I'm not sure this is the first step, because sometimes I'm not happy. I'm feeling miserable. My life does not go in the way I want. Even if they go, my emotions tells me don't be. We have to understand. We spoke about it. I think that the emotion does not look for a reason. I can be sad without any reason. I will look
Yeah,
for a reason to justify myself, but they don't need a reason. I don't need a reason to be unsatisfied. I'm unsatisfied. I need a reason to be happy. Oh, I'm happy because of, and sometimes it's aggravate us to see someone who is happy, because we say, what are you happy about? How can you be happy? All the things that are going on in the world. About 3 months ago, we spoke about the kidnapped Israelis and Jews and Israelis. So how can you be happy? So we always look for a reason not to be happy, and if there is a reason for being happy, it's very limited. So what I'm trying to say, it's not that you have to work on yourself and then be a good parent. It won't work, because it's the opposite way. The fact that you understand that happiness, the building of the emotional health of your children depends on that you will be happy. That's what will
mm,
make you work on yourself, and will make you change yourself. That's a big thing. So you understand that through parenting you can change yourself. So
yeah,
don't wait that you will be happy. It will never happen. You won't be happy. You are too full of yourself. You're too a sad person, and whatever, each one of us knows where he is, but you know that it is so important. That's what we did in the in the first 5 minutes. When you understand it's so important, then I must work on myself. So sorry for the
yeah. No, I
remark.
completely agree, and I think that parenting is really a catalyst for us, because many people, they won't change for themselves, but if it's for their children, they're willing to put in the effort in order to change, and each moment in parenting gives you the opportunity to decide, to choose how to look at the situation, and to choose the positive, right? To look for the reason to be happy right now in this specific moment, right? And not let the negative emotions overcome
For
us in
sure.
this moment.
For sure.
And the way that I think, like, correct me and maybe guide me here, because the way that I think that we can start to implement this type of thinking also in our children is by having a lot of conversations with them when they're in the right age. I would say probably age 7 and up. Uh, Before that, you can do it in a very much more simple way, maybe through stories, maybe through play, but not really through conversations of understanding, how their soul work and the emotions. It's a little bit more complex. But for children ages 7 and up, you can start to talk about, uh, start to help them frame the situations that are happening in their life through this lens. So, for example, if a kid is getting bullied at school, um, instead of looking at him as a victim and, oh, how poor my child is, and how can I talk to the teachers maybe and see how you can change the situation for him, right? Instead of thinking, how can I change the world to make my son happier, right, or not suffer in this moment, how can I strengthen him from inside in order to deal with the reality that is presented in front of him right now? So is this the right direction to take with our children?
Wonderful. I want to add like two layers from different perspective to strengthen what you said. First one, there are two ways in order to let us adopt happiness. There is the, let's say, the surrounding, the atmosphere way, which is not the direct one. The atmosphere way is the house should be happy. What does it mean happy? It, if you get home, it's like doesn't matter what you say. Matter the intonation, the way you speak. When the child hears negativity and fearness and it will never work. Doesn't matter what you say. Doesn't matter which perspective you will give, which lenses you will give. You will explain to him, but all he hears is and fear and so it won't work. Doesn't matter in how old is he. It could be 18, 25. I'm getting home. I'm 25. I'm hearing my father freaking out of anxiety because what will happen? He will never adopt happiness here in this house because the atmosphere will not allow him. If he will be happy, it contradicts what's happening in the house, the atmosphere in the house. It's something like in the air. In the air is not allowing you to be happy. Doesn't matter if you're 6, 7, or 25 or 35. You won't come to visit your parents because everything is heavy. So this thing, it's called we said the atmosphere, the surrounding of the. So it's very hard. But I heard Yitzhak Tshuva, one of the 300 most the richest persons in the world, is he worth billions, and he said came from a very poor family of 9 children, and he almost today he worth billions. But back then they had nothing to eat, and he said we never felt the anxiety or the stress of what will happen or economical stress, even though my father he didn't work and he didn't know what where we'll get food for tomorrow. They were so poor, but the atmosphere was very happy. And today you find families that have everything, and I'm not sure that my startup will succeed. I'm not sure that I'll make for we will be able to pay the new part, whatever. And they are freaking out without any confidence, and it could happen. It's depend and you can freak out by yourself, stay in your room, in your office, and do whatever you like. But in front of the children, in the atmosphere, in the public atmosphere, in your house, you cannot do that. That's one thing. So what I'm trying to say, it doesn't matter what you say. It matters the way you say that. And the way, if you come home, if you wake up the children. I remember I was in the army and we were in Lebanon. It was very tough situation. And we had to wake up after 3 hours of sleep in something very early in the morning. And we were tired and one of the guys that woke us up, I will never forget this sound. Like, good morning, beautiful soldiers of mine, something like that. I love you so much. Good morning. We have to go to the, you felt you're not I was 19, something like that, I felt that I'm not going to a war. I'm going to a beautiful morning, and it fills us all of the team with some kind of happiness, of optimism that they will go. And I never, since then, and not even before that, nobody woke me up like that. I wake my children like, come on, well, you have to go to school, hurry up, well, the buses, everything, and if you do it with happiness, it's okay. It's tension with happiness goes. But if you do it with anxiety, that oh, my day and my boss and my they start their day with this atmosphere. They start the day, doesn't matter which lenses, which talks you will talk to them later. They won't accept that because they see the morning goes so unhappy. So how would you succeed to be happy? So this is one thing. Even though, let's say that you can fall, there are days we are not there are days like that, days like that, but try that your house will be more happy. Try to sweep up heaviness from your house. Try to be less when you are heavy, when you are so stuck on things. Why you did like that? It's hard to tell what you said at the beginning. To speak with them. It's very hard when you are shouting about nonsense and building your all building blocks of your life because they forget. I don't know, to close the something like that. My daughter, she forgot to. I needed the car. She took the car. She's 18. Needed the car. She forgot. She took yesterday the car, and she forgot to put to plug the electric plug. And so I woke up, and the car wasn't charged. So and then it's a thing. It's not like fuel, so I started. Doesn't matter what I'll tell her. She won't be happy in this day, the whole day, because it's not about understanding. It's about the atmosphere you gave her. Gave her that if she made one mistake, the whole world, everything, she's not good. She does not worth nothing. She won't get the car. It's like everything is collapsing. So you have to stop and you have to think. That's what I say. What is your main value? Your main value is happiness. So you cannot speak like that. That's the whole idea. So this is the first thing. The second thing is as you said, is speaking about understanding the value uh, of the right lenses. And the right lenses are there are few components, let's say like that will help you adopt these components. First one, I think that the child needs to feel that you won't be happy if you don't feel that you are an influencer, that you have something to influence, that you worth something, that you are needed. We need that. The child need that. What does it mean to be an influencer? Does not mean that he will start uploading shorts to Instagram. No, he can, but this is not the meaning. What it means that when he speaks, you listen. Somebody listen to him. He have what to say. He has an opinion. You can listen to his opinion. You can accept for him. It changes everything in your perspective, in his perspective, because now it feels that it's not like you are the father, is the child. So instead of saying things, learn how to shut up. Learn how to listen. Learn how to accept him. Learn how to have reverence and awe to him. It's a all different thing. Like to listen to your child and to accept for him and to let him influence you. And when he'll feel that he can influence you, it goes to the small details. I asked my daughter, what do you think about that? We are designing something on Canva. What do you think about what we designed? Can you design your own thing? I do not tell her, okay, doesn't matter what age she is. Like I'm trying to get something out of her and to be influenced but from her. Now she feels in her class that she is influencing, even though someone cannot love what she designed, but somebody else will love it, and she has a voice, and you cannot be happy without understanding that you have a voice, that you are someone, that you can appreciate yourself, that you can accept yourself. So this is one of the building blocks of happiness. Without that, it's very hard to be happy. And another building block is that you know that you are being loved. Doesn't matter what happens. I can scream. I know how to scream. I'm a good screamer. But behind the scream should be a real love. And you know when you love. A person know when he loves, and no one is just a person that criticizes without loving. He's criticizing because thing bothers him. You can criticize. It will never work for you. You won't get any attention to that. You won't succeed by criticizing, but you can do that, and it won't destroy the child's days or soul or life or impression, or doesn't matter how much. If there is love behind that, he will accept your screaming, your criticizing. He will accept that if he feels that there is a real love, a real emotion. So you cannot be happy. Why am I happy? I'm happy because I know somebody loves me. A believer knows that the God loves him, so he's happy. It's a very strong thing to walk with. Somebody told me, "You, the believers with the beards." That doesn't matter if you have a beard or not. You can be a believer without a beard, but you, the believers, it's very easy for you. So I told him, if it's easy, come go with us, like, join us. Like, what I'm trying to say, without feeling that the reality loves you. For me, it's God. For other person, for you, for other person, it could be reality, it could be the existence, could be nature, Mother Nature. Doesn't matter. Loves you, wants you, appreciate you. You can't be happy because then it's all in favor of me or against me. You are going with a gun, and who is with me and who is against me. It's very hard to live like that. It's very hard to live when you are always in stress of struggling or fighting against something. So you must know that you are being loved. And if you have one parent, love it. We should speak about love in a different show, in different chapter. But if you have one parent that really loves you and you feel this love, it will go for you with you years after this parent will pass away. Years. My father passed away about 18 years. And I think that the main thing that I got out of him, he didn't teach me nothing like learning or things like that. He didn't give me a profession, or he wasn't in the field that I'm interested in. But he taught me what is love. He really loved me. When I learned, he brought me a coffee, and he walked on his toes in order not to interfere. And he always asked me, "You are hungry? Can I make you something to?" And you felt the love through very, very small things. And today, 18 years after he passed away, I think that I have confidence in his life, not only because I'm learning and understanding the ideas of Jewish psychology, but because I know I was loved, and this love is still in me. And so it's so strong. And usually we don't emphasize our love because we love ourselves more than our children. It's hard to say, I love myself. Wow, he offended me. It spoke to me like that. And it puts me in a place that I love. I tell myself I love. Really, I'm a good person. I love, but not enough. It's like, so we had, if to summarize, we had the atmosphere, the surrounding, which is very important, which is the hardest thing. And there are all kinds of drills that you can do. Wake up in the morning, put music. There is this reel that I saw of a friend of mine that in the morning, before going to school, he went to the salon, and then put some music, very happy music, and all of his four children came from their rooms and happy, and he just danced with them for a few minutes, and it was like a different way of getting out to school. So try to work on the atmosphere, music, the sound. It's like Shoam or Shoam. My daughter, her name is Shoam. Shoam or Shoam. It's like she feel the love in the intonation in my voice, or she does not feel the love. So we spoke about atmosphere. We spoke about how to help them contemplate, understanding that the world is not against them. It's very important. And you said it in the example that you gave. Instead of fighting the teacher, saying, "Oh, this teacher is like that and like that," it won't help, because the child will be very in stress and in anxiety. Oh, the teacher is against me. No, hug the teacher. Tell me, no, even though things are going against us, they are not really against us. It's not a true reality. Know that at the end you will succeed. Things will change. And we said love. It's very important. And we said the lenses, working on the lenses.